Imagine waking up one morning with the quiet sense that something is wrong, even though everything looks normal. The streets are busy. The sky hasn't changed. People still move through their routines as if nothing happened. But inside, something feels exposed. Something feels open. For thousands of years, memories were the last private place. The one space no one else could enter. Not governments, not technology, not even the people we love the most. Memories held our regrets, our secrets, our unspoken thoughts. That morning, without warning, that privacy ended. Humanity didn't lose its memories. It lost ownership of them. At the exact same moment across the world, devices lit up. Phones vibrated. Screens froze. A single message appeared everywhere, identical in every language. Human memory access is now public. At first, people laughed. Another glitch. Another hoax. Someone joked about it online. Someone else ignored it completely. But within minutes, confusion spread. People began feeling emotions that weren't theirs. Memories they never lived through. Fear without a reason. Guilt without a cause. Slowly, the realization set in. These weren't terrors. They were other people's memories. Privacy collapsed instantly. There was no adjustment period. No learning curve. Thoughts you never meant to share were suddenly visible. Not as words, but as experiences. Raw, emotional, undeniable. People learned things about each other they were never meant to know. Quiet resentments. Hidden fears. Forgotten betrayals. Even kindness that was never spoken out loud. The mind was no longer a shelter. It was a window. And everyone could see inside. Families were the first to feel the damage. Parents saw the doubts their children hid. Children saw the sacrifices their parents resented but never admitted. Love became complicated. Not because it disappeared, but because it was no longer protected by silence. Every unspoken thought now carried weight. Some families grew closer through understanding. Others broke under the truth they were never meant to face. Romantic relationships suffered the most. Every moment of doubt surfaced. Every comparison. Every fleeting thought that was never acted upon but still existed. Trust no longer meant believing someone. It meant surviving their thoughts. Some couples stayed, accepting brutal honesty as the new reality. Others walked away, realizing that love often depended on what was left unsaid. Society itself began to fracture. Communities learned what their neighbors truly believed. Prejudices surfaced. Anger spread. Conversations turned into confrontations. People realized how much peace depended on ignorance. On not knowing everything. On assuming the best instead of seeing the truth. The world grew louder, more honest, and far less stable. Leaders were exposed overnight. Their true intentions. Their private doubts. Their hidden motivations. History could no longer be rewritten when memories told the real story. Authority lost its illusion. Power collapsed under transparency. For the first time, those in control had nothing to hide behind. The justice system transformed instantly. There was no need for witnesses. No need for evidence. Guilt and innocence were visible through memory itself. Crimes were solved in seconds. But mercy became rare. Context disappeared. Regret didn't matter anymore. Justice became absolute. And absolute justice proved terrifying. The human mind was unbuilt for this level of exposure. Knowing others' memories became overwhelming. People withdrew. Some stopped speaking entirely. The constant noise of shared thoughts exhausted humanity. Anxiety rose. Identity blurred. Where did your thoughts end and someone else's begin? For many, silence became survival. Over time, a new world formed. People trained themselves not to think too deeply, not to imagine too freely. Creativity faded. Spontaneity disappeared. Forgetting became a luxury, and emotional distance became safety. The world was calmer but colder. Humanity had always demanded honesty. But when honesty arrived without limits, it revealed something uncomfortable. Truth, without compassion, is destructive. Transparency, without choice, is control. People finally understood that secrets weren't always lies. Sometimes, they were protection. In the end, the question wasn't whether humanity could survive without privacy. It was whether it should. Because some memories shape us. Some thoughts define us. And some truths were never meant to be shared.